Welcome to Go Fact Yourself, the Top 10 Lists podcast.
Great to be here.
Today we're diving into your top research. Top 10 bizarre sports that somehow exist and have real fans too.
Yep, a real journey into the weird side of athletics.
We're embarking on a top 10 journey. People want knowledge quickly but thoroughly, and I think exploring these unusual competitions, well, it's going to deliver some serious aha moments.
Definitely. Forget your standard sports lineup. We're talking rules that are, let's say, flexible.
Flexible is one word for it.
Yeah.
And the dedication is something else. Makes my gym routine feel pretty tame.
Absolutely. When you look at these 10, it really shows how differently people define sport, entertainment, even tradition.
It's like a whole other world of competition.
Exactly. So yeah, prepare for some facts that'll probably make you go, WTF, no way that's real.
All right, let's kick off the countdown. Number 10, chess boxing.
Chess boxing, right.
Now, this isn't your average Saturday night, right? It's literally half chess, half boxing.
A true meeting of minds and muscle, you could say. It started Berlin, 2003.
But the idea actually came from a graphic novel way back in '92.
That's right. A graphic novel concept brought to life. Fighters go back and forth, 3 minutes of boxing, then 4 minutes of chess.
Wow. Can you imagine trying to plot your next move on the board when you're still seeing stars from a punch?
It's that contrast, isn't it? Peak physical effort, then boom, intense mental focus, instantly.
Is it, official? Are there rules?
Oh, yeah. The World Chess Boxing Organization, the WCBO, they govern it. Referees, weight classes, the whole deal.
And get this, the nicknames. The Berlin Brain, Smoke and Bishop. Fantastic.
They really lean into it. And these matches can end in surprising ways.
Like the one you found. Nikolai the Gravedigger, Sajin versus Andy the Rock Costello.
Exactly. Sajin won by checkmate.
Checkmate. In the 9th round, not a knockout. Mind-blowing.
It shows you need mastery in both. It's
Nice.
pretty popular, actually. Germany, UK, India.
And a research mentioned some fans find it weirdly erotic.
Well, that's certainly a take. It definitely raises questions about the dynamic, doesn't it? Trading blows 1 minute, intense stares across a chessboard the next.
Makes you think, what is a sport? Is it just physical, or is this strategic element tied to endurance just as valid?
A very good question. Okay, moving on. Number 9.
Number 9. Okay, brace yourself for this one. Ferret legging.
Ah, yes. Ferret legging.
Picture this. 2 live ferrets.
Live ferrets.
Inside a pair of trousers.
Yeah.
Sealed. Ankles and waist sealed tight.
And crucially, no underwear allowed.
No underwear. Why? Okay, and the goal is just to endure, to last as long as possible with these ferrets just doing their thing.
That's pretty much it. Endurance came out of the coal mines, apparently, 1970s Yorkshire.
Coal mines, wow.
And the record holder, a guy named Reg Mellor, 1981, he lasted 5 hours and 30 minutes.
5.5 hours. With ferrets in his pants.
5.5 hours. He called it, and I quote, a noble sport for men with steel nerves and rubber genitals.
Oh my God, that quote says it all. In the research notes, being gentle with the ferrets is apparently frowned upon, like against the rules.
It seems that way. Part of the challenge, I suppose. Its popularity has definitely dropped off. Animal rights concerns, common sense.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah.
But still, what a reminder of some truly unique human activities. The dedication is admirable, terrifying.
It's certainly something. Reflects a certain kind of toughness, maybe, from a specific time and place.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Number 8, extreme ironing.
Right. Making chores an adrenaline rush.
This basically ironing shirts, but in really weird, dangerous, precarious places.
Exactly. Founded in '97 by Phil Shaw, a.k.a. Steam. His logic. Anything's better than ironing indoors.
Can't argue with that, I guess.
And they have official competitions, judged by the Extreme Ironing Bureau.
A bureau for extreme ironing.
Yep. They've done it on treetops, moving cars, during bungee jumps, even underwater, with sharks.
Underwater ironing. How does that even work? Never mind. Someone ironed on Mount Everest.
Summit of Everest, yep. Phil Shaw himself did it canoeing. Another guy managed it mid-skydive.
Mid-skydive. That's performance art as much as sport, surely.
It definitely blurs the lines. And it's got a decent following online, like Instagram.
It gives pressing engagements a whole new meaning. Okay, number 7.
Number 7 takes us to Afghanistan. Buzkashi. It's the national sport.
Right, buzkashi. Now, this is like polo.
Sort of, yeah. Course-mounted riders called chapandaz.
But instead of a ball, It's a dead, headless goat carcass.
Precisely, a goat carcass. They fight fiercely to grab it and carry it across a field to a goal.
Goat carcass, okay.
It's played across Central Asia, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan mainly. And these matches, they can go on for days.
Days. Playing with a goat.
For days, and apparently they can sometimes just devolve into riots. Full-on riots.
Wow. That's intense. How do they prepare the goat?
Well, the research says head and limbs removed, then the torso is soaked to make it more durable.
Durable, right. Needs to withstand the game.
And traditionally, it wasn't even teams, just hundreds of riders. A chaotic free-for-all.
Hundreds? That sounds terrifying.
Apparently, the Taliban even banned it for a while, called it too wild.
If they thought it was too wild.
Right. But it was reinstated later with some regulations. Still puts your Sunday football game in perspective.
Definitely does. Okay, number 6. This one sounds painful just by the name. Shin kicking.
Yep, that is exactly what it sounds like. Brutal.
2 people. They stuff straw down their trousers for padding.
Apparently so, and then they just kick each other in the shins until one of them collapses.
Oh, the elbow.
And get this, it's been a formal sport since 1612.
1612.
Yeah, from the Cotswold Olympic Games, that's Olympic, a 17th century festival of peasant brawling.
Peasant brawling. Okay, so how does it work? They just stand there and wail on each other's shins.
Pretty much, they grip each other by the shoulders, take turns delivering these, bone-jarring kicks.
And there are officials.
Called sticklers.
Yeah.
Apparently, they originally carried actual sticks, true to the name.
Sticklers with sticks.
Right.
And the consequences. Microfractures, permanent damage. Sounds rough.
Extremely rough, but it's still played. Rural festivals, mostly. They have medical aid on hand and plenty of beer.
Of course they do. Beer and shin kicking, a classic combo. What a way to test your mettle. Or your tibia.
Precisely. Okay, sliding into number 5, something maybe a bit more acrobatic. Sepak takraw.
Sepak takraw. Okay, I think I've seen clips of this. It's like volleyball.
But with your feet.
Yeah.
And your head, knees, chest, basically anything but your hands and arms.
Right. And incredible acrobatics. It originated way back, 5th century Malay Peninsula.
That's the history, yeah. Sepak means kick, takra means ball.
And the ball isn't your standard volleyball, is it?
No, it's made of hand-woven rattan, harder, smaller.
And the players.
Yeah.
The athleticism is just insane, these bicycle kicks.
Jump turn bicycle kicks, yeah. They call them spike serves. Can reach speeds up to 120 kilometers per hour.
120 kilometers with your foot.
Yeah.
Or flipping in the air. And they land like gymnasts.
Incredible agility. Thailand and Malaysia are the powerhouses internationally.
Yeah.
Big crowds, super energetic.
And there's a cultural element too, right?
Yeah.
Something about blessings.
Yeah, sometimes matches start with sacred dances or Buddhist blessings to protect the player's bones, supposedly.
Protect their bones.
Yeah.
Probably needed with those kicks. Definitely not your casual beach volleyball game.
Not even close. All right, number 4. This one combines balance and, hockey. Unicycle hockey.
Unicycle hockey. You read that right?
Yep. Hockey. On unicycles, the rules seem a little tricky to pin down sometimes. High chance of falling.
I can imagine. Is this like a real thing with teams and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Believe it or not, there's a Unicycle Hockey World Cup.
A World Cup for unicycle hockey.
Absolutely. Rules are kind of based on ice hockey. Plastic sticks, tennis ball, 5-a-side, indoor, outdoor.
But you have to keep pedaling. Yeah. Right. Stop pedaling.
And you're down. Balance is everything. Constant motion required.
There's even a team name here. The Bubi Yuko Jawa. Würzburg Unicycle Gang is wacky athletes.
That's them. They host tournaments in German beer halls. It's big in Germany, Switzerland, New Zealand.
But Canada declined to participate.
Apparently so. Reasons cited, national dignity.
National dignity prevents unicycle hockey participation. Amazing. It's multitasking on a whole new level.
Definitely tests your coordination. Okay, rolling into the top 3. Number 3, cheese rolling.
Oh, I have heard of this. Cooper's Hill, Gloucester, UK. Pure chaos.
Absolute wonderful chaos. Every spring, hundreds of people basically launch themselves down this insanely steep hill.
It's like 200 yards, right? Super steep.
Very steep. And they're chasing a wheel of cheese, a 9-pound wheel of double Gloucester.
A 9-pound wheel. And that thing moves fast.
Up to 70 miles per hour, supposedly. Way faster than the people tumbling after it. It's handmade, solid enough to cause a concussion if it hits you.
So you're running down a hill that's practically a cliff, chasing dairy that could knock you out. And the prize?
The cheese.
Just the cheese. No cash, no trophy.
Just the cheese. Yeah. And bragging rights. Oh, and probably some hefty medical bills down the line.
The champion, Chris Anderson,
Yeah.
won 23 times and broken almost every bone.
That's what the research says. 23 wins. Dedication or something.
Equal parts exhilarating and just cheddar madness.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a tradition unlike any other. Okay, number 2. We're going underwater. Underwater hockey, also called octopus.
Underwater hockey. Okay, so regular hockey,
Yeah,
but submerged.
pretty much. Played entirely on the bottom of a swimming pool, teams of 6, 4 subs ready to pop up for air.
So they're holding their breath the whole time.
Constantly managing it, yeah. They use short sticks to push a lead puck across the pool floor.
A lead puck.
Heavy.
Yeah, dense. They wear fins, snorkels, mouth guards, gloves.
Yeah.
And yeah, they have to keep coming up for air. Adds a whole strategic layer.
And the puck itself, lead, sounds potentially dangerous.
It can cause injuries if flicked hard, apparently. You need amazing lung capacity, quick reflexes.
Where did this come from? British Navy divers, back in the 1950s, started as a training exercise, evolved into a sport.
Makes sense. Physically demanding, submerged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spectating must be tricky, though. Lots of bubbles.
Lots of bubbles, frantic surfacing for air, not your typical viewing experience.
Okay, we've reached number 1. The top bizarre sport. Camel wrestling.
Camel wrestling, majestic and apparently quite slobbery.
Slobbery. Okay. This has been around for ages, right? Over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Mostly in Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey's Aegean region is the heartland. It involves 2 male camels going head-to-head, quite literally, during mating season.
During mating season, so they're extra aggressive.
Peak testosterone, yeah. Hundreds of fans gather, betting, chanting, cheering them on.
And these aren't just any camels. They're bred for this.
Specifically bred and trained, some families have generations of champion wrestling camels. It's a huge cultural thing.
How do they get them going?
Well, peak hormones help. And often a female camel is paraded nearby beforehand to, incite the males further.
Right, and the wrestling itself.
Yeah.
Is it dangerous?
They do neck wrestling, try to use their weight for side throws. And these are big animals, over 1,500 pounds. Bouts can get intense.
So injuries can happen to the camels or people?
It's rare, but yes, injuries have happened. Even fatalities, though very uncommon. But despite that raw element, it's steeped in tradition. Ornate saddles, family crests, a big betting scene.
This sounds like a spectacle. Truly unlike anything else. Camel wrestling at number 1.
A fitting culmination of bizarre, yet deeply traditional sports.
Well, that concludes our top 10 journey into the wonderfully weird world of sports.
Wow. From chess boxing's brain versus brawn
To Sepak Takraw's amazing kicks to, well, tease rolling's delightful insanity.
Hopefully it sparks some curiosity, maybe a few chuckles.
And definitely some WTF, no way that's real
Huh?
moments. Who knew ferrets, cheese, and wrestling camels could be the center of such passion?
It's fascinating, isn't it, how different cultures invent these unique, sometimes dangerous ways to compete and uphold tradition.
Really makes you question the definition of sport itself and that human drive to compete, no matter how strange the arena.
Absolutely. That drive is universal, even if the expression is unconventional.
So, for everyone listening, maybe something to explore further. What other bizarre competitions are out there, under the radar?
Could be local traditions, historical oddities. There's probably more weirdness to uncover.
Maybe thinking about these helps see familiar sports in a new light, too. What are the core human elements present everywhere, from the Super Bowl to shin kicking?
That's a great thought, the underlying motivations.
Exactly. Well, thank you for joining us on this Go Fact Yourself Top 10 journey.
Always a pleasure.
Share this with anyone who loves the wonderfully weird. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.
And keep saying, WTF, no way that's real.